Hello everybody, my name is That Joe Guy, and it is spoopy out there. Indeed it is. Plenty of scans. So, let's take a camera out for a spin. Which cameras have we got nearby? I don't think I turned the beacons off, so camera 11... No, camera 13 and 14, okay. Let's go. It appears weirdly that I've permanently lost cameras 1, 2, 3, and 4 just by getting rid of their scanner rooms. Seems a bit silly, you'd think they could be replaced. But whilst it's loading them up... Here we go. Now you'll never know what we were going to do whilst it was loading them up. So there's the warpers, obviously. Once again, I wonder what type of areas these guys are attracted to. It's not entirely clear. And I would wait until morning, but... What's in there? It's like its own egg shell thing. And there's that too, which is kind of the same. Hard to say. And then down in the deep. We have a similar kind of number warper problem. I wonder what this area is called. It's creepy. 356 meters down. Luckily, cameras have no crush depth. There's that warper up there, which is kind of the gatekeeper. There's blood oil, and then there's whatever this is, which might just be a creature egg. Could even be a warper egg. Spinefish. We never read about that. We'll read about that in just a second. Okay, let's push a bit further down. And now we're coming into spider biome. So Halloweeny. Wonder when this episode will release and whether it will in fact be on Halloween. That would be super convenient. Alright, let's go. I need to get my bearings. Because we got there, and then... No, I'm completely lost. Yes, there was this shelf up here where the warper lived. And then out here... There's all this stuff, and what looks like a hand. I feel like I did scan that one before, though. You know, I really need to start taking my stasis rifle and stuff like that into these kind of more hostile areas, because I don't really have the tools to deal with this stuff yet. Going in, it's like big arms in like a strange Halloween house. How tall is the ceiling? Ah, warper. Does this just lead out into open biome? Ooh, it appears to. God, I'm only 250 meters away. These could be Ash's mushrooms, but they're not, are they? Tons of little spinefish. So, yeah, primarily the biggest threat I'm seeing is the spiders. Ah! Why? I don't know, let's find out why. I think it's just the music of this biome, quite honestly, but it just took ages to kick in. Because it is creepy. And it is spooky. With a lot of variety of corpse imagery. An ampoule down here.
This ecological biome matches 7 of the 9 preconditions for stimulating terror in humans.
No fucking shit. No fucking shit. It is. It's very corpse-ish. well. Also, these biters. Yes, but they're strange corpse biters. Everything down here just has this... It's like I've passed into Hades. Huh. Well, I feel like we've learned a lot. An ampule, which is maybe the boss of this area. I'm not seeing any kind of... massive threats. But it's really strange, like, even with stuff like this, these little coral lights, it's like they thought of a spooky village at Halloween and decided to make a biome based on that. It's beyond coincidence. Thank you, planet. What's this large area I'm passing over? Huh. Terrific. Well, now we've got our bearings. Let's not. I imagine I'll push into this area, like maybe next session or something like that. But I don't want to right now. Instead, I want to head back to the surface in my lovely sea moth. Although I am curious, hang on. Go over to this bit over here. Spine fish. And there's this. Oh, it is blood oil. And then this is also blood oil. And then I can also pick up blood oil. Lovely. Hang on, could I scan that? No. No, I suppose not. How about this? These lanterns. Well, never mind, eh? Just gonna grab a couple of rupees for the road. We'll head back out and check out the life pod with the high priority passenger remains. Because apparently...
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Radio transmissions can be triggered by things such as... Ah! That was kind of messy. It can be triggered by things such as like finding like a component of a recipe or something like that. Which suggests to me that since we heard about that life pod with the high priority passenger remains recently,
welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
It may be relevant to the current technology that we have. Why did I not load the sea moth in? Also, what was it? Kassar or something like that? Wasn't that the Mongolian delegate? I think it was, you know. So I think there might be a bit more about the Degasi. There. Maybe even its wreck. I'm kidding. I've accepted the fact that they have used up the wreckage because, you know, they told me in broadcasts. Right, okay, I just need to nip to the little girl's room and then we will get on our way. Hey guys, sorry, I muted myself. You didn't miss anything. I'm just on my way making a direct beeline from the main wreckage. Am I up against something? There we go. Now let's see, what biome are we passing into here? I see warpers down there. Can I see anything else? No, I guess not. Okay, that's fine. What a fucking chasm though, right? Mariana's Trench style. That's a reef back over there, which is fine. Another reef back over there, which is also fine. And now we're in a bloodgrass biome. Wait, hang on. This isn't going to turn out that I've been here already, is it? Is this going to be super anticlimactic? I mean, I like bloodgrass biomes, despite the name, which I gave it. Hold on, I gotta get out for a second. I need some context. Where am I? Let's triangulate our position using Sunbeam View, Fungi Tower, and Red House. They're all well in that direction. How about Paradise? So I know there was a 982. Yeah, no, this must be a new bloodgrass biome. Okay. Well, that's cool, I'm good with that. Let's see if there's anything notable down there. I see a bit of a wreckage. Well, no, just like a box down there. Was this maybe the same biome that I found when I got really lost that one time? Yourself. Gotta love reefbacks. A point of extreme familiarity in such a hostile world. Just push just a little bit forward. A very mountainous biome. Yeah, I'm certain that I haven't been here before. And there's warpers down there and all. Sandshark versus warper.
Detecting multiple Leviathan class life forms in the region.
Huh?
Are you certain whatever you're doing is worth it?
Wow! Cool. This way. Okay. Off.
Ahead slow.
Ahead slow. Turn around. Wow. Told you can't hear them. But we're almost there. Are you sure whatever you're doing is worth it? And there I thought they were just talking about reefbacks. You know, I actually thought earlier, I wonder if they'll have a biome which is just like Leviathans, top to tail. Leviathans everywhere. I don't know, there's a high priorities passenger's remains. Even the PDA doesn't think it'll be alive. I'm thinking rammed into stuff. Once again, sunbeam view over that direction. I am very far out. It's Kelpie over here. Let's breach and get an idea of where we are. Far enough away that I cannot even see the life pod. Okay, well, we're ahead slow. That's a reef back over there. And I think we're okay to proceed. Not the screw, the keel, which is the center down of the ship. Okay, so it may be getting night. Let's breach again and check. Because then we can, if it is, we can sleep. Yeah, we can probably sleep. Exit. And exit. Yes? I think I'm okay. I'm lost any health anyway. Lie down. That moment where suddenly a Reaper. And it does indeed look a fair chunk bigger with the FOV reduced, which I like. I like being a little afraid. In this case, more than a little. Sunrise. Okay. So apparently sounding the horn, somebody told me, doesn't attract enemies. They say it's for something different. I could not possibly guess what that would be. Here we go. I see familiar fish, including a Gary fish. I haven't seen one of those in ages. Okay, so it's just 175 meters depth. What's that down there? There's some potentially valuable looking wreckage. Mushroomy biome. It's getting a little lighter, which is nice. So kind of head down. Move to the conning tower. Anything nearby I should be concerned about? Not from the looks of things. Proceeding with caution. How did the life pod get so far out? You're not meant to try and lob it. Hey, peeper. Okay. Here we go. See, one thing about Kassar is that he didn't mention that he was in trouble. In fact, he just kind of seemed annoyed. Oh, hang on. Hey guys, welcome back. This is not a new episode, this is a new thing, but it is an hour later since I last spoke to you. And that is because shit happened. My house was infested by gremlins. I had to go on a gremlin hunt. I may have been related to some of the gremlins. But that is beside the point. So this looks okay. Hello, Jelly Ray. Excuse me. Carrying high priority passengers' remains. So let's have a go. Emissary's voice log?
New PDA data.
That's good, like a voice log. Nothing nearby though. Even any wreckage or anything like that? This is kind of a cool biome though, it's like a big mushroom place. Makes me feel small. Look at the size of this one up here. Goodness me. Can I scan this? It's huge. God, climbing a mountain is not that big of a deal when you can swim. Interesting area. Ah, there we go, out. The aurora there in the there you go, we get sound back. In the major distance, the closest base is Sunbeam View. Interesting. And also interesting that we came across such a Leviathan infested territory on the way here. Where was it? That direction? I wonder what is there. Multiple Leviathan signatures in the vicinity. Are you sure whatever you're doing is worth it? What a mysterious sentiment. Especially for the PDA to give. The PDA has not been averse in the past to providing us with a certain amount of opinion. But still, I'm just having an explore, guys. See if there's anything worth seeing. It kind of isn't, though. There's this, which is certainly something. Some purple stuff up there. No. No, it's just an endless foresty biome. So let's get back to our Cyclops and see what this voice log has to say. Also, we can do some databank entry reading. We haven't done that in a little bit. Because I've had an hour's break from this game, and like, you get to the end of a recording session, and despite this only being 2 episodes, because of the Red House thing, I've been at this for a good few hours.
Captain, all systems online.
And as you get to the end of a recording session, you're like, man, yes, I could stop. I could, you know, I could end here. But now that I've had a break, I'm like, I don't want to stop, but I have to. I have to go get dinner. So data downloads. Aura Survivors and... kind of ironically named, isn't it? Here we go.
Live pod launch sequence initiated. Entering planetary atmosphere.
My creators, the cherishers and sustainers of worlds, give me this day my daily pleasures as I give to those who seek pleasures from me.
External temperature approaching critical levels.
Show me the path in life, truth, and love, for mine is the power. I am the one, on and off and on again.
Impact imminent.
Life is a game which the universe plays with itself. I am done playing as this bundle of flesh. Return me.
How peculiar. Life pod lift sequence initiated from the Aurora, entering planetary atmosphere. My creator's churches. Yeah, give me. Huh. See, this is almost like a normal prayer, and then there's this he said at the end. Life is a game which the universe plays with itself. I am done playing as this bundle of flesh. Return me. Which is an interesting sentiment. We've uncovered several voice logs which involve gaming to a certain extent. Not voice logs, sorry, but PDAs. The one that jumps to mind is, I think, the John McGill simulator. Yeah. The survival simulator based in text that we got from the Auroras, I think the captain's quarters. And he quit that too. Oops, excuse me. I imagine that is mainly a simple... What's the right word for it? An analogy, a parable. But it's still enough to kind of give me this kind of weird pause. Kassar sounded like he almost wanted to die. There's that area over there. Well, I did say I was going to check out a couple more voice logs, a couple more databank entries, just of the life forms that we scanned in the spooky area. So small herbivores, a spinefish. God. Small school mentality prey fish closely related to the hoopfish. A combination of near translucent flesh with white rib-like markings gives this fish a deathly appearance. It takes advantage of this to avoid the attention of its predators. Behavior moves in schools for protection, but it will disperse and flee if necessary, whereon those fortunate enough to escape the gaze of their assailants will make for the seafloor and hide amongst the detritus. It's edible, but there's low calorie count, so that's fine. What about the flora, this strange blood tree? These root systems generally extend from one cave wall to another. Coiled root system. Where this root system breaks through into open water, its tendrils coil around one another for enhanced structural integrity. Cave wall rooting. Where the root meets the cave wall, it penetrates into the rock and continues to grow, albeit at a slower rate. Both blood roots and blood vines produce blood oil capsules, confirming that they are in fact one and the same flora species. The majority of the root system thrives within the rock itself, occasionally breaking into open water to reach untapped mineral resources, or generating vines which feed on water-based nutrients. Not much to say about it. It's a completely standard kind of biome. It just so happens to be Halloween themed.
Vital signs stabilizing.
Let's head to we shall head to Sunbeam View. Clearing up some space. Yeah, Fungi Tower that way, Sunbeam View that way. Let's stick to the ocean floor for exploration purposes. Just keep an eye out. And we'll end the session probably at Sunbeam View. Be lying if I said I knew what was next. There's a variety of things. I haven't built a prawn suit yet. Wonder how easy that would be to do. Oh, what's this? A wreckage. Yes, in fact, I do think I sort of got lost around this area. Okay. Choose the cameras and take a cast about. Sand shark, but otherwise no discernible threats. In that case, well, it's turning night. We can at least use the remaining light to have a scout of the area. This may turn out to be a longer episode. Honestly, it's been an hour. I accidentally left my timer running. I forget what I was doing before. Still, stuff like metal salvage is very welcome. Be good if you can get an upgrade just to scan it and immediately get the titanium, but it would be a tiny sort of boon. It's just a kind of vague idea. What's off here? It's a big freaking chasm is what it is. What's that over there? What is that? I recognize that. Let's go have a shifty. I'll use the sea moth. For that is what it's for, scouting missions, although it is not the safest way of scouting. Would the frame rate like to behave itself, please? Much obliged. Jeez, this game runs fine. What's going on? Shadowplay, probably. Nvidia updates shit, it no longer works. So on and so forth. So it was, I headed towards the drop-off here. And then that's the wall. And then over here... Sorry. Is this humongous wreck perched on a tree? Turn the lights off, being careful. It's like an even further drop off over there. Just by coincidence then, huh? It's just a strange coincidence is all. What's the way in? Because there's got to be a way into this one, right? Here's some stuff. Come on, I know you can get in there. Fine going via the top, see what I care. Nothing out here except the light stick. Then in here, Cyclops bridge fragment, well, titanium. Goodness, I'm disorientated already. I'm actually just going to take my seam off and park it right inside. Because I can, because it's cozy. Maybe this will make for a second episode, who knows. Alright, so I came in that way. There's nothing much to scan right here, which is interesting. So instead, let's just go through the one available ingress, the door here. Which is nothing in and of itself either. There's a Cyclops bridge fragment, which is valuable, if you hadn't found it yet. Benches and the like, which is also nice. There's another door this way. What nice music. Ugh. Slim pickings. For sure. I absolutely feel like I'm missing something, but maybe the top entrance isn't the way to go. Well, we should head back to the Cyclops and sleep. And then we will explore the remainder of this. Screw the peripheries. We're going to assume that everything will be fine. It's a little confusing when you come into a different area and it's a lot lighter. Feels like, is it night? Must be night.
Captain, systems online.
You know what? I have to draw the line somewhere. So in the next episode, for me the next session, We will explore these wreckages, this strange, very far-flung wreckage of the Aurora, to see if there's anything worth taking away. Been slim picking so far. A couple of stuff which is very valuable in early game, Modification Station and Cyclops Bridge Fragment. But hopefully there'll be something for me. Somebody who has achieved all this and is coming out here and has only recently received that relevant life pod message. Which is very interesting as well, considering that the life pod didn't really have much around it. It was weirdly flavorful, but not mechanically very significant. I wonder if I missed something around that life pod. I don't know, maybe I'll check that in the next session as well. First time I'm ending a session for a while in kind of like hostile territory, but oh well. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching, everybody, and I will see you in the next episode.